back there. They drove 4.5 hours to be here today. Who else drove longer than 5 hours to be here tonight? Anyone? All right, well, let's give the Indy team a round of applause for dedication and my story started a little less than 2 years ago, and I didn't mention it. I'm a triple diamond, and I did that at about 14 months of being in As many of you, I started because I had twins, and I was trying to find some results with this crazy drafting. And I had a great result. I went to the person who gave me the wrap, and she said, "You are so excited about this business. You should join me on this journey." And I kind of laughed at her. I said, "Honey, I have 5 kids. I have a husband who works evenings, and I have a full-time job. I don't have time for part-time." But as I walked back to my desk at my full-time job, I did have a passion to help other people. So for $99, I joined this business, and I got busy. 60 loyal customers in 60 days. Woo! Here's my wrap story. And what I found in this business, I was part-time for about 8 months, and I was making as much part-time as I was full-time. So my husband and I had to reevaluate what we were doing and brought me home in January of last year. I went double diamond in February after going to conference. If you haven't been to conference, you have to go. And triple diamond in April because of an amazing team that had belief and that was excited about growing their business too. So I have the privilege this evening of introducing someone that has been very instrumental in the success of my business. So successful that the first day that I met Denise, we were in Kalamazoo, and she was the epitome of this is a family business because I brought 4 of my 5 kids in tow. And 2 of them were 1-year-olds, running around crazy. They did well for a little while. But she has been an inspiration. She saw that I wanted this. And it didn't matter how far down I was. It didn't matter that I was brand new. She saw the fire in my belly. And she wanted to run with me. So with her dedication and her belief, she helped me and invested in my team to be here with you this evening. So without further ado, everyone on your feet, and welcome Ambassador Diamond Denise Walsh. A lot of people standing, so if we can scoot in. If you've got an empty seat near you, we want to get everybody in a seat here.
We got a whole row up here, guys. About 6.
So come on in. There's spots for you.
We're running.
If you have a seat near you, maybe raise your hand, and then people can kind of file in. Oh, there's your baby. The baby can put All right, thank you so much. All right, well, welcome. It feels good to be here. We have this meeting once a month, and I can tell you I miss my Uber's fixed when we miss a month or don't have a meeting for some reason. So I'm glad to be back in this room with you, and all of you are here for a specific reason, and you chose to come tonight. I know some of you, maybe you had a headache or a migraine, or maybe the babysitter canceled, or you had a hard day at work, and you had all these reasons why you could have said, I'm just not going to come. But you know what? You didn't. You said, it's important. This is important to me, to my team, to my family, to show up. So congratulations for showing up. You did it, and you know what? I don't think it's by accident. If you are a guest in this room, somebody brought you to this event because they care about you. They care about your family, and they know the power of what we have our hands on. So how many of you have tried a wrap? Woo! Good job, good job. The first time I tried a wrap, I was about to go on a vacation. See, I met Dempsey at our small group at church, and I had heard about the wrap several times, but it wasn't until I had a vacation plan that I finally said, okay, tell me more. Anybody like that? You're like, I've heard of it, but it's a little weird, and then all of a sudden there's something that changes in your life. Maybe a job change or a vacation or a wedding or something happens where you go, okay, now I'm moving. Well, that was me. I tried a wrap, it worked, and a couple weeks later, we signed up as distributors. I was a clinical psychologist before this journey. I've been on board with It Works for almost 7 years. I can't believe it's been that long, but what I realized is 7 years is going to go by regardless. The question is, are you going to be in a different spot in 7 years, or are you going to be the same? Well, I was a clinical psychologist. I have my master's in clinical psychology. I'm from Wheaton, which is right outside Chicago. I heard we got some Chicago people in the house. Yeah, there you go. And so I thought that was the path I was supposed to be on. I have a heart for people. I wanted to work with and help people, and I found that I thought the psychology world was my vehicle to doing that. Well, it didn't take long in my JOB to feel tired, bored, and burnt out. I mean, at 26-year-old, they call it the quarter life crisis. You get out of school, and you're super excited to get into the workforce and pursue your passions and dreams and change the world, and then you slowly realize that it's not all that it's cracked up to be. And I remember just feeling like, all right, this is less and less about client care and more about insurance, paperwork, and it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And so I'm sitting here at 26 years old, and my dreams started shrinking. I started thinking, is this really what I'm supposed to do? Is this the piece of the pie that I'm allotted to? I started to kind of be content, maybe just say, well, I guess this is it. I guess this is all that God has for me. Then he put me in Cammy's path, and everything changed. Anybody met Cammy before it changed your life too? So, needless to say, I tried the wrap, I fell in love with it. My husband, on the other hand, was an aerospace engineer. He's always wanted to be a business owner. So he saw hot product that nobody has heard of, and we were in the business. Within 2.5 years, we were both able to quit our full-time jobs. So I was sitting my dad down at 28 years old, saying thank you for 6 years of school. We are going to quit not only my job, but Brandon's as well, and go full-time with this It Works wrap business. And you know what? My dad is now retiring. He's almost 60 years old. He's retiring. They actually just bought a house in Grand Rapids so they can help babysit. And I think he's realizing that, you know what? 30 years in the same company with a little retirement plan is not all that it used to be. So they just signed him in the business too. That's what they can come to our meetings now. This is going to be great. So, all right. Well, you're not necessarily here to hear about me. I want to share with you about what you're really here to learn about, which is that crazy wrap thing. So, how many of you said you've tried it? Yes. How many of you have seen results in the first wrap? Okay, look at that. How many of you have seen results in the second wrap? Maybe it took 3 wraps to see results. Yeah? Okay, few ran. Anybody, maybe it took a full 4 wraps to see results? A few. Good. Good. Guess how many come in a box? 4. Yeah, isn't that interesting? When you use the wraps consistently, everybody in this room has seen results. So this is what it is. If you haven't seen it yet, this is the one I wore on the way here. We are streaming it live, and the camera always puts on 10 pounds. So I'm like, I am ready. So this is what it is, and you can put it anywhere you want to tone, tighten, and firm. We market through home parties, one-on-one appointments. You can really wrap anywhere, and often people will say, can I wrap this part of my body? And I always say, you can totally do that at home. I am going to wrap it. So you can put it anywhere you're creative enough to put it. It tones, tightens, firms your skin. You see the results in 45 minutes. What I love is that we're not just leaving a party with a product. You're leaving with an experience. We also have an amazing facial line that you can use. Has anybody used the It Works facial? Yes. Yes. The facial works in 45 minutes as well. We call it our instant facelift. Next page. But this is what it does. And you see those results in 45 minutes. Your before and after picture is going to be your best marketing tool. When we leave a party or a wrap appointment, I often text the person that I just wrapped their before and after picture, and guess what? They have a marketing tool right then and there that they can text and send to all of their friends. You see results in 45 minutes. Tightens, tones, and firms the skin. It reduces the appearance of cellulite. It gives you fast and lasting results from a botanically based formula, and it's a first-to-market product. Woo! So think about this. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. If you've ever done another company or if you've looked into doing other companies, you know that you need to look into your competition a little bit. You kind of need to know what else is out there. And there we go. I just won't move. You need to know what else is out there. And for us, there is no competition. We were immediate gratification, but we're good. We know we're putting good nutrition into the skin. We're healing the skin, and people see instant results as well as progressive. If you think about what else is maybe gives instant gratification here in the marketplace, we've got Botox, liposuction, and shapewear. So Botox, if you've never, you don't have to admit to it, but you've heard of it, right? At least. Botox, I've learned a lot about this in the last 7 years. It's $400 pop. $400, and you have to do it month after month after month. And we all know what happens. Once you start, you can't stop, and all of a sudden your eyebrows are up to your hairline. Everybody can tell. So Botox, then we've got liposuction. You're choosing to undergo surgery. I actually have several people that I know that have experienced this, and they said it's worse than childbirth. I have a 2-month-old baby, and I do not want anything that is worse than childbirth. So thank you, just liposuction. And then we've got shapewear. How many of you have tried shapewear? Admit it. Joel. I know. They say pat your neighbor's back, see if they're wearing it right now. So shapewear, people wear it. Why do they wear it? Because they want to feel good. You know, suck it in, and then sweat all day. They say it's not a good way to end a date. But why do people do it? They do it because they want to feel good. They go under the knife because they want to feel confident in themselves. They will spend tens of thousands of dollars to do so, and we've got a hot product that gives people that same instant gratification. It's good for you. How many of you wrapped at a party? I know for me, awesome. When I wrap people at a party, sometimes at first they're a little bit shy, like, ooh. And then when you unwrap them, how many of you seen this before? They come out of the wrap room like, oh yeah, I owned it. They were confident. They're excited about the results that they're seeing. So we have a hot product that has no competition. It's affordable, and you can only get it through a network distributor. But we don't stop there. We have a whole line of supplements that most distributors are married to at least something. And to, next slide. Go ahead. Joel has the power. Good job. And to introduce and explain and really get behind our It Works supplements, we have a very, very special guest. How many of you heard of Dr. Don Verholst? I have had the pleasure of hearing him almost every month for the past 7 years. He is a man that is full of faith, that has a big heart for you. He wants everybody here to be happy, healthy, and free. And so, without further ado, on your feet for Mr. Dr. Don Verholst.
Thank you, Denise. It's so nice to be here. Look at all of you people walking into your healthy future. Everybody say, I'm getting healthier. I'm getting healthier. How many like to be healthier before you leave here tonight? All right, we're going to do some things, and you're actually going to get healthier, and you're going to know a simple strategy for your health. Let me first start out and tell you a little bit about how I got involved with It Works. I'm an MD in traditional medicine, but my area of interest and expertise is in natural alternatives. And I'm going to make a statement tonight that is absolutely true, but if you haven't been studying like I have and been in this realm, it might sound a little bit crazy to you, but it's absolutely true. We can do almost everything nutraceutically that we can do pharmaceutically. And nutraceuticals, of course, are concentrated good foods. Everybody say good foods. It's how your body was designed to work properly. How many think It's a better approach to give your body everything it needs to keep itself clean, detoxify your body, to balance the immune system with the good nutrients in God-made foods versus trying to poison yourself to health. Which isn't the best approach in the long run. Now, I'm not making a wholesale condemnation on pharmaceuticals. They can be life-saving. But how many know they have side effects? So I think it's reasonable and prudent to take the approach that you try to use natural alternatives as much as you can, and you start out with those. And if you have to use a pharmaceutical for a time in a season, okay, but always be thinking in terms of what can I use to get off this? How quickly can I get off this? Because although doctors may be in charge of your disease, only you are in charge of your health. Everybody say, my health is my choice. I believe that, and there's a healthy future ahead for you. With It Works Global, we've made it very simple for you. We've given you a group of products that cover all the bases on how to get you healthier on the inside so that you can live longer. Anybody interested in doing that? You hear? Can you hear me? Yeah. Coming and going here? All right, I'll talk loud. So, when I think of the It Works products, I think of mainly in two areas. First of all, products to help you get healthier on the outside so you can look younger. Anybody interested in that?
Yes, sir.
You know anybody that's not interested in that? Then the other part of the product line are products designed to help you get healthier on the inside so you can live longer. And then I'm going to make an announcement of a new kind of product called Hair, Skin, and Nails tonight, which you take on the inside and it gives results on the outside. So let me tell you how I got started with It Works. See if I can get into a position where, is it working? If I get in a certain position? I said, I feel good. Like I knew that I would. I feel nice. I've been on twice. So good, so nice. I've got good news. I do have good news. And when I first heard about this company, it's been over a decade ago, they were looking to expand their nutraceutical line. They had the wrap, and I met Mark and Pam and the whole It Works family at that time. Just fell in love with it. It was a natural fit. I love the philosophy. I love what they were all about. I only had one problem. It was that crazy wrap. Anybody had that problem? Have you shared it with anyone and they look at you like a calf at a new gate? It's like, what? What? It does what? Well, don't be discouraged when that happens, because what happened to me was I came to one of the meetings that we had over here on 44th Street in a little tiny room, and they took me, Krista, the product coach, and Pam, took me in the back room, and we did an abdominal wrap. And I was expecting nothing. In fact, I'm saying to myself, what in the world am I doing? And we did it, and 45 minutes later we measured it. I had measurable results. I was amazed. I thought, it works. Now I have to find out what's going on and why it works. But here's my recommendation for you. All you have to know is tightens, tones, and firms. Everybody say that with me. Tightens, tones, and firms. I'm going to tell you a lot of things about products tonight. Don't think you have to know all this and learn about all the products to go and get successful in It Works. You don't. What you need to do is be enthusiastic about it and share with people. Start using the products. Become a product of the product. You'll get a product testimony. One or more of the products will give you great results, but start using them. So let me just give you a little bit of foundation for some of the science behind the wrap itself, but please don't try to teach anybody this. Even if they ask you, how does it work? Don't tell them that. Just say, I'm not exactly sure. In fact, say that. I'm not exactly sure. Say that. Can you answer that? I'm not exactly sure. Because the tape measure doesn't lie. You need to get it on people. Now, not everybody gets results immediately. Sometimes people don't get results until they've used the product a few times or consistently. Sometimes people that use the product consistently that finally do get results, those results are even longer lasting and better results. So I don't know what your personal story is going to be, and there's a lot of reasons why. Some people get it immediately, some people it's later, but just try it. He or she that wraps the most people wins. Everybody say, I'm a winner. But having said that, I'm going to talk about the components of the impact tonight, and the first one is the wrap. Let me just give you a little bit of science foundation for that. And the ingredients in the wrap, now we can't say the wrap does anything. I'm not making any claims, and you shouldn't make claims either that the wrap does any of these things, even that I'm going to say, but we can talk about the ingredients. Research on the ingredients has shown that these ingredients can help your body to, because it's the body that's doing the work, right? Your body wants to get tighter, toned, and firm. Tightens, toned, and firms. But what the ingredients that we've chosen to put in the wrap are ingredients that help in a number of different arenas, but just three I'll highlight quickly tonight. One is in something called lipolysis or triglyceride hydrolysis. That's how your body metabolizes fats. Everybody say, fats go. Fats go. And it takes a lot of nutrients to do this. And there's some super nutrients that really help and aid in that process. Another area is enhancing microcirculation. Microcirculation is how all the cells of your body get nutrients to them, and you're only as healthy as your cells. Your cells are like little factories. They have to get nutrients to them, and then they have to do their job, and then waste are formed, and waste have to be able to be removed efficiently. That's what microcirculation does, and certain nutrients can enhance that process, and it can have an anti-inflammatory effect in that area. So everybody say enhanced microcirculation. Enhanced microcirculation. That's what some of the nutrients are designed to do. And then a final and third area is to enhance tissue renewal, because your skin and your whole body really is being constantly renewed and restored. You get new skin every 28 to 45 days. Depending on how old you are, it takes a little longer. I just gave you some skin right there, sir. The old skin falls off and makes house dust. You weigh 40 pounds during your life of skin turnover. So it's being made new, and it takes a lot of nutrients to do that, because you're getting brand new skin. Little kids get brand new skin every 7 days. Have you ever noticed how resilient and healthy their skin is and how quickly it heals? Because of that turnover process. So it takes a lot of nutrients for that, and we've targeted certain nutrients to aid in that process. So all of these things are in the wrap. And when you put the wrap on, that's what it's designed to help the body do. That's what research on the ingredients. How many want that benefit in your body? But what does the wrap do? Everybody say, tightens, tones, firms. That's all you've got to know about it. And then just get people to try it. Now, you only use it every 72 hours, not because you couldn't use it every day. You could, but you wouldn't get 100% benefit, because it takes up to 72 hours for the nutrients to reach the deeper tissue layers and do their whole job. So how many want the most bang for your buck? You want value? Every 72 hours you can wrap. Now, also in the It Pack is the defining gel. Everybody say defining gel. Defining gel. The result is very similar in formulation, but it's designed to be used every day. Everybody say every day. Every day. Every day you put the defining gel on, not just once every 72 hours. The results are immediate and progressive. And what kind of results do you think you might expect? How about tightens, tones, and firms? Everybody say it with me. Tightens, tones, and firms. You will remember that about the wrap, won't you? And then also in the It Pack is something called the lip and eye cream. How many of you have lips or eyes? It's for you if you have lips or eyes. There's certain differences in the physiology of the tissues there. The lips and eyes very sensitive and very much thinner skin, so it's got certain nutrients that are designed to help you to remain youthful in the lips and eyes. And also in the It Pack is a facial. How many of you have a face? If you have a face, you should be using that facial, as Denise mentioned. It's like having that facelift. You can do that every 72 hours. I will recommend that you do warn your family if you're going to do that facial. I always have my wife warn us when you're going to come out looking like that, right? So results are immediate and progressive. You're going to see some great results, especially with consistent use. And I was so amazed when I saw it work in my own body, and then if you heard the testimonies that I hear going around the country of some of the results that people have had with the rat, you get as excited as I am. Some of you are probably more excited than me with some of the results, really life-changing results. But when I think of the rat, I really think it was my least favorite product in the beginning. Now it's probably my most favorite product. Why? Because it's such an attention getter. We probably wouldn't have this room full tonight if I was going to teach you about a multiple vitamin. Only. Although that's extremely important. Everybody say vital. Vital. It is vital, and that's our multiple. And if you're not eating 2 to 3 fruits, 4 to 6 vegetables, and 5 to 11 whole grain servings, 365 days a year, growing in organic sources, and not sprayed with chemical pesticides and chemical fertilizers, and then picked before they're ripe, and then irradiated to supposedly make them healthier. By the time it gets to you, it's a wonder if there's any nutrients left in it. Then you boil it, bake it, or God forbid, microwave it. If there's anything left, that's amazing. So it's not a question of if you need to supplement, it's what supplements should you choose. And we can choose any supplements that we want. We choose supplements that give results. We want them to work, right? And I know that if you're just getting started with the business, I recommend, if someone has a question, you say, well, I don't know what products to recommend. Well, there's something else that's in the IT pack, and it's a certain color. Guess what color it is? I'm green in the room. It's greens. Everybody say greens. Greens. Greens are a life-changing product. Greens are loaded with over 38 nutrient-dense superfoods that you don't normally eat every day in your diet. Live food enzymes, got probiotic support to support a healthy GI tract. And I say the road to health is paved with good intestines. Why? Because over 70% of your immune system is in or around the intestinal tract. And greens is a great way to fortify that area. But probably the greatest strength of greens is in its ability to support alkalization of the body. Everybody say, my body is getting alkaline. What does that mean? An alkaline body is a setup for health. Your immune system works better. Your body resists sickness and disease better. It reverses sickness and disease better. Everything works better in an alkaline environment versus an acidic environment. Now, what is an acidic environment? Well, an acidic environment is caused by, for example, junk foods, high sugary foods, fatty foods, all cause acidification. And to some degree, animal products, dairy, meat, can cause somewhat of an acidification of your body. And stress. Anybody got any stress? Stress can also acidify your body. And the standard American diet, which is 2/3 sugar and fat, SAD, it is SAD, and it is a very acidifying diet. So one of the greatest things you can do to combat disease is to alkalize your body. And that's what greens were really designed to do. I recommend you take 2 scoops a day of greens to keep your body in that alkaline state, in that healthy, healing state, where you're quenching free radical damage, which can lead to all kinds of degenerative diseases, keeping your body strong, ready for anything that you're exposed to. You know, it's not so much what you're exposed to. How many know there's lots of junk out there today? There's all kinds of virus, fungus, bacteria, parasite. It's not what you're exposed to. We are all exposed to a lot of junk. My microbiology instructor in medical school used to say, if fecal matter with fluorescence, we wouldn't be light bulbs. There's junk out there. It's not what you're exposed to, it's the condition of your body when you're exposed. Why do some people get sick and some don't? Because they're taking care of their body, and a main function is to keep your body alkaline. Everybody say, greens. So we got to keep our body alkaline with the greens. You take 2 scoops per day. Now, there's 2 more products I want to talk about, and they're brand new products. It works. And how many were at the convention? How many heard me about the convention? It's very exciting for me to introduce the hair, skin, and nails. Anybody have hair, skin, and nails? This is a unique product in Works Global because it's a product we take on the inside that helps us get healthier on the outside. And it's designed specifically for hair, skin, and nails. So it's a great fit with the other products that are in our company because, as I said, our products are to help you get healthier on the outside so you look younger, healthier on the inside so you live longer, hair, skin, and nails. Well, what does it really do? I remember by HSN. Everybody say H? H. H is for healing enhanced. When your hair, skin, and nails, and especially your skin, is healing enhanced, and the nails and the hair, of course, grow out of the skin, so healthier skin means healthier hair and nails. When your still there? When your skin is healthier, then healing enhanced, then hair, skin, and nails are going to be. And there are certain herbs that have been selected that are clinically studied that help in that regard to help the hair, skin, and nails be healing enhanced, because there's turnover going there all the time. You're growing nails, you're growing hair. How many want it to grow longer and stronger? Well, that's the S. Everybody say S. S. So H is healing enhanced. S is to get stronger and shinier. Everybody say stronger, and shinier. Stronger and shinier hair. And there's nutrients in the hair, skin, and nail that are specifically in there to help your hair, especially, be stronger and be shinier. And stronger hair will last longer. How many like your hair to last a little longer? As you get older, that will become more and more important to you. So that's H. It's for healing enhanced. S is for stronger and shinier. And then N is nourished. Everybody say nourished. Properly nourished or mainly moisturized skin, because healthy skin is hydrated skin. Your skin is properly hydrated. It'll grow healthier nails. It'll grow healthier hair. And so moisturizing the skin is a great way to keep it youthful and strong. And there are certain nutrients in the hair, skin, and nails that target this area. So you have, am I completely wrong? So you have enhanced flexibility and resilience. What it does is supports the collagen and elastin, which are the major structural proteins in the hair, skin, and nail. How many want strong collagen and elastin? So that's what the hair, skin, and nails is designed to do. You take 2 of them a day, and you will see the results. The results start right away. I know we noticed it the very first week we started taking it. Hair is stronger and growing, and just wonderful results in hair, skin, and nail. And then finally, there's one more product I want to talk about, and that is the Greens Chew. Everybody say Greens Chew. The Greens Chew is a very unique product, and it's different than the green. You still want to take your 2 scoops of greens every day, for sure. But we designed Greens Chews with over 40 fruits and vegetables. And I wish I had one here to read the list of all these things that you want to be taking every day. Extracts from 40 fruits and vegetables, but there's 2 super nutrients in it that I want to talk about that are the standout clinically studied nutrients. One of them is called pterostilbene. It's called Pure, is the trademark form of it. But pterostilbene is a nutrient that works in your body much like resveratrol. Anybody heard of resveratrol? Resveratrol is a very good longevity nutrient. The problem is it's not real well absorbed, bioavailable, and it doesn't last very long in the cells. It's still a super good nutrient. Pterostilbene actually is 4 times more bioavailable and lasts 7 times longer in the cell. That means 28 times more powerful than resveratrol, and it's in clinically studied amounts, 2 full milligrams in the Greens Chew. Does that sound good? The other super nutrient that's in there is called extramel. Everybody say extramel. Extramel is actually an extract from French muskmelon. Now here's what happened. Out in the muskmelon patches in France, what some of the growers noticed is a certain species of melon, if it was left to sit in the field, would not decay. Other melons normally decay at a set rate. This one just did not decay. It sat there and looked like it was just fresh and new, even though it was cut off. And right, it stayed healthy. It stayed looking like it was still alive. It did not decay. How many like your body to do that, by the way? It's called healthy aging. And they actually found out what the extract was that was allowing that to happen, and it's called extramel. In critically studied amount in these chews, there's 10 milligrams in 2 chews, and 2 chews is a daily amount. Chew 2 of them. And so you're getting the benefit of that. What it does is enhances the superoxide dismutase group of enzymes, which are your primary antioxidants. It's the very first line of defense that your body has, that your cells have, to fight aging. And it really enhances that superoxide dismutase, which tends to go down as people age. So to stay youthful and healthy aging, you want to make sure you're taking your 2 chews a day, and they taste great. How many of you tasted the chews? I know the biggest problem with chews at my house is keeping my wife and children from eating more than 2 a day. That's a good problem to have, right? When something's that good for you. And here is the very best thing about it. In 2 chews, which is the daily amount that's recommended, there are 20 cartons of blueberries worth of antioxidant protection. You know how good blueberries are for your brain, for your heart, for your muscular tissue. There's several studies. This is all clinically studied. 20 cartons of blueberries a day. How many rather eat 2 chews for a healthy future? So those are the main products I want to talk to you about tonight. And with just a few minutes that I have left, I want to teach you how to get healthier and stay healthier. If you've heard me speak before, you know I always teach a little 10 keys that cure. It's from my book that I have out here. I'd love to sign a copy of. 10 keys that cure. In fact, it's covered in my other books too. I also have 30 quick tips for better health, a daily little 1-pager designed for the non-reader that you may know, and then our children's book, Count to 10 and Be Healthy, based on these 10 keys. And here they are. I teach them to you, and you're going to have this simple strategy for your health. The first ones are this. Learn to relax, get to bed on time, and do your exercise. Sing that with me. Learn to relax, get to bed on time, and do your exercise. You didn't know you were going to a sing-along. Learn to relax. Stress is arguably the #1 enemy of your immune system. You were not designed to be a caretaker. You were designed to be a carecaster. Everybody put your hands in front of you right now. We're going to get healthier. I told you we're going to do this. Right now, your body's going to get healthier. We are going to, I want you to visualize all the junk in your trunk, the cares that you have, things that you have trouble with, your family, at your job, with your friends. Some of you need a bigger pile. Get them all in here. And we're just going to believe for God's perfect plan to come to pass in every one of those areas. We're going to take these cares and cast the whole our cares upon Him. You ready to do it on 3 just by faith? 1, 2, 3. Let it go. Now keep your hands up. Everybody say, it's gone. It's gone. It's all gone. It's gone. Right now, your neutrophilic leukocyte count, which is a 37-letter doctor word for white blood cell that goes around and fights infection, is increased. We can measure it. And you can do that as often as you want. Cast your care. So learn to relax, get to bed on time. Resting time is restoration time when your body rebuilds itself up to fight this war that you're winning for your healthy future. And then do your exercise. You don't have to exercise. You get to it. It increases endorphins in your brain. Feel-good neurotransmitters, painkillers, boosts immune fluids. If you're not an exerciser, you might move immune fluids around your body once a day. But if you just go on a consistent walk every day, you move immune fluids 3 to 5 times around your body. You want to be 3 to 5 times healthier? Then learn to relax, get to bed on time, and do your exercise. Then Breathe fresh air when the sun's out there. And eat like this little rhyme. Breathe fresh air. Cancer, infection, all diseases hate oxygen. Everybody take a deep breath. Let it out. You just fought sickness and disease. You can tell people you went to hear a doctor talk, and what did he say? He said, keep breathing. It beats the alternative. Breathe fresh air when the sun's out there. Sunshine converts the cholesterol in your skin to vitamin D for strong bones, strong immune system. So many benefits of it. And then the other 5 things are what I've reserved for when you have a choice to make these choices and eat on food choices, food and drink. Number 6, 7, 8. I know you'll remember. Everybody look at me and follow the bouncing ball in my head. Number 6, 7, and 8. Fruits and vegetables, whole grains. Sing it with me. In fact, bounce your head with me. Fruits and vegetables, whole grains. Those are God-made foods, not man-made foods. From the Genesis diet, the very first chapter of the Bible doesn't go by before God says, every herb-bearing seed, tree-bearing fruit, it shall be food for you. What's that? Fruits and vegetables, whole grains, not nutrient-depleted man-made foods. And then white if you choose meat, fish, chicken, and turkey, fish being the healthiest choice there because they're lower in fat and fish has good kinds of fats in it. And then drink what you're mostly made of. Water makes your health complete. Staying hydrated is so important. So these are the 10 keys that cure. Sing it with me, class. Learn to relax, get to bed on time, and do your exercise. Breathe fresh air when the sun's out there, and eat like this little rhyme. Fruits and vegetables, whole grains, white if you choose meat. Drink what you're mostly made of. Water makes your health complete. Very good. Welcome. I want to welcome you to your healthy future with It Works Global and leave you with this thought. I told you your body is constantly changing, and it is. Every 28 days, you get new, 28 to 45 days, new skin. You get a new liver every 6 weeks. The atoms and molecules making up your hepatocyte liver cells have to be turned over because there's so much going on in the liver. The lining of your stomach has to be renewed and restored every 3 to 5 days. But in 1 year's time, 1 year, 12 months from tonight, 98% of your body is turned over, a brand new you. Where does that come from? It comes from how you take care of this body and what you put in. I'll leave you with the biblical thought. Psalm 103:5 says, He satisfies my mouth with good things. Everybody say good things. So that my youth is renewed like the eagles. Satisfy your mouth with good things. Say good things out of your mouth. Death and life in the power of the tongue. Speak life over your body. Speak life over your business. And then what you put in your body, right? So the tongue, that power of death and life is in your tongue. What are you putting in there? Fruits and vegetables, whole grain. Okay, I know my time is over now. Thank you for being patient with my cutting in and out here. I have the distinct pleasure. I don't even know how to define this form. Maybe the Energizer. No, the Energizer Bunny just doesn't get it. The Black Diamond, Miss Cammie, come on up here.
Okay, now that you're in the right place at the right time, you blow the amp lights in the front, your microphone's all screwed up, and the front desk won't even, they don't even act like they know we exist here. I'm like, we're the, but, so thank you for bearing with us. My name is Cammie, and I'm so excited you're here tonight. Just the energy in the room is ecstatic. Can you feel it? Yeah. You know, I get to talk about the money, which I get excited about because I'm a math major, elementary teacher, middle school endorsement, but I taught math. The numbers was always my thing, and really quickly after I started teaching school, I realized those numbers just didn't add up, and there was never enough money left at the end of the month. There was always a month left at the end of the money. Can anybody relate with that? And Nathan and I were double income, no kids, and people told us it didn't get much better than that. We were dazed. Well, then we got pregnant with Landon, and I said to Nathan, who's going to raise this child? We're both at the school 60 to 80 hours a week coaching and teaching. And, you know, it was my desire to be a coach and teacher, but it was as much more to raise a family and to have choices when I did that. And some of those choices were volunteering in a classroom when they were growing up. It was being home during their younger years. It was still being able to afford nice shoes and not have to ask my mother-in-law every time my kid grew into the next size shoes. Part of that was sending my child to private school if we wanted to, getting them into the best kinds of programs for sports or whatever their heart's desire was, if you will. And so we're pretty excited about what we're doing right now. It Works Global, actually, right after Lana was born, I was using the wraps to get that lower part of my tummy toner and tighter. Anybody do that?
Yeah.
Denise, did you do that little test where you found out how many times they wrapped and nobody was standing by the fourth wrap? Did you guys do that? Isn't that amazing? The first wrap I saw no results, none. By the second wrap, it was like the entire tummy had just gotten shaved right off, and I could go get in a bikini if I wanted to, which is a good thing because my pool's almost done. So, you know, I need to do something for you. Everybody stand up. Wave your hand up high. Turn around. High five the person behind you. Why did you do that? Why on earth would you guys do that? Because I told you to, right? That is how stinking easy this business is. I thought about putting that little electric slide song on and getting everybody to go to the right, and then telling you that's how simple this business is, because we have 3 simple steps with this company, and if you'll follow those steps, as well as stay connected with the person who sponsored you, you don't have to know everything, you just have to get started. You know, over-analysis is paralysis is what I've heard, and so don't try to get it all in your head, just get out there and start talking about it. Start sharing your results, get excited about it. You know, I was so excited what happened to my lower tummy, I couldn't help but tell people about it. Even when they told me no, it didn't bother me. Have you ever loved a movie and you tell someone about it and they're like, oh, I didn't like it? Did that change your mind about that movie? No. So don't let people do that with this either. This is so simple, and we have a 3-step system. It's called our Steps to Success. And in order to be successful in this company, you want to follow those 3 steps as much as possible, as often as possible, as many times as you can each and every month. Some months you may not complete it. Other months you might complete it multiple times, and you're going to get paid more because of that. And the person that completes these steps more wins. That's how simple it is. And you know, it doesn't matter that I'm up here and you're down in this part of my business. You can pass me. There's no limit on your success in this business. So the first step is to join the party. It's $99 to do that. When people tell me they don't have $99, I say, well, they don't want it bad enough. They don't want to change their life enough. Because for $99, people go out and spend that all day long or chalk it up on a credit card even if they don't have it. So if they really want to change their life, $99 is a no-risk investment. It comes with 4 wraps, which you turn around and can sell or use. And then we'll set up your monthly auto ship, and that's basically your monthly overhead on your business. Now, do we have any business owners in the room? Just show of hands. A traditional business owner, not an It Works business owner. Okay. Does anybody mind sharing with me maybe roughly what your monthly overhead is? $40,000. Anybody else? Shout it out. 30,000. That's it, just for gas. 30,000 just for gas. Okay. I know some people it's 1,000, some it's 5,000. With It Works Global, no matter what position or level you're at, whether you're barely open for business or crazy open for business, it's $80 a month of product that you have to spend plus a $20 website fee. And if you cannot afford that, then in the beginning, put wraps on that auto ship and go out and start wrapping people to recover the cost of that investment. This is a business, and you are going to have to invest a little bit, but what I find is it's mostly your time in the early stages because it really is no risk. There's 2 options to boost. I highly recommend you boost if you can because you're going to need those wraps to build a very successful business. And if you want to just, get on a fast track, the mini boost is great. If you want to really go crazy early on, I would highly recommend the party booster and schedule a few wrap parties right out of the gate. Go ahead. Who's got my great? Are you hearing me okay back there? I think I can throw this and you still hear me fine. All right. So step 2 is wrap free. We want you to gather 4 loyal customers, and you'll earn yourself $120 in free product that you can use to get more wraps, or you can use to try the products in the line so you feel more excited about some of the other products like you heard Dr. Don talk about tonight. Anybody tried those new green stews? I seriously forgot to bring one. I was going to throw a few out tonight and let a few people try it. They're amazing, and they're a great thing to sample. You know, like I walked into my Pure Barre class today and a girl was cramping. And I was like, "That's something for you." And I threw her a green stew and a greens on the go. And by the end of class, she was glowing and jumping, and pretty sure she was going to buy some product because she was thanking us for it by the end of class. So step 2 is gather 4 product users. These are not people that want to build a business. These are just people that want to be a user of the products. And you need 4 of those in your first 30 days. And that will get you $120 and a couple round rewards. And your sponsor will help you understand what that is if you're confused when you hear me say that. Step 3 is our guarantee. When you find 3 people to join this crazy rap business with you and get them on these steps, completing steps 1 and 2, in your first 60 days, you will earn a $500 guarantee. If you haven't already made that with the company in your first 60 days, they'll make up the difference. It's pretty cool. They believe so much in the system that they put their money where their mouth is. So that's our steps to success. Like I said, if you can stand up, raise your hand, turn around, slap the person behind you, and don't even know why you did that, then you can follow something that you know is going to give you a return on a bunch of money. So let's go ahead. I keep forgetting. I keep thinking I'm going to have to. This is one of my favorite parts in the presentation because you get to see that it's not just the girl up in front making all the money. It's not the first girl in front making all the money. It is a huge amount of us making some significant amount of money. So what I'd like to do right now, and this is just the average income of current It Works distributors right now, and the microphone might work better back here. My microphone is secret. So this is the average earnings. So like those of you that have just gotten started, you haven't promoted yet to a different level, you're a distributor with us, earning on average $71. So if you are a distributor, you haven't promoted to any rank yet, but you are on board, why don't you go ahead and just raise your hand in the air and we'll give you a round of applause. Welcome to the team. How about executives? If you're an executive, would you stand up for me? Stand up if you're an executive. What's so cool about this position is, you know, $300 a month. Most people join a home-based business to earn an extra $300 to $500 a month. So that's just the averages. And in 2010, 80% of the people that declared bankruptcy could have avoided it with an extra $300. So we have a solution to the problem in our economy right now. We just have to talk enough about it so more people get to know it. Ruby, any Rubies in the house? This is average $600. Go ahead and stand up. And this isn't average, so it can be higher, it can be a little lower. It's an average. How about emeralds? This is that $1,000 a month mark. Any emeralds in the house? Right. How about diamonds? Do we have any diamonds? How about double diamonds? Double diamonds. Now, just so you guys know, on average, they make about $6,000 a month. Pretty nice chunk of change, right? How about triple diamonds? How about presidential diamonds? Average about $16,000. And I know we're just a couple of them, but we have at least how many ambassadors right now? A couple ambassadors in the room, right? 3 We have 4 ambassadors now, and that's an average of about $30,000 a month. However, I know for most of these people they're well over that, and they don't even make a column for my income. But get there, you have to earn 6 figures a month for at least 6 consecutive months. And before they announced that, we had done that the month prior or the year prior. So pretty exciting what's happening with It Works Global, and we've just announced a ton of our good bonus promotions. Now, let me just take a minute to tell you what that means. A good bonus promotion is like you get to a certain level and they just throw a bunch of money at you. So when you get to the first level of leadership, we call it diamond. They throw you $10,000. If you do that in your first 3 calendar months in the business, that means 3 full months. So if you sign up tonight, technically February is a wash. So you get all of March, all of April, all of May. Okay? So if you get to diamond your first 3 calendar months, you get that $10,000 bonus. For those of you in the company right now and you get to double diamond by the end of March 31st, you get $25,000. Anybody going for that? If you go triple, you get $50,000. And I think you still have 3 calendar months to get that when you sign up if you happen to double and quadruple promote up that high. Presidential diamond is 7, no. I did it. Did I go? I got a little excited. It's 15,000 for double, 25 for triple, 50 for presidential, and 100 for a master. Some of you are getting excited. And then there is a $100,000 promotion again for anybody that gets to black diamond. You know, pretty exciting. I'd like to know if you've earned a good bonus with our company, because we did this last year. If you've earned a good bonus with us, would you just stand up for me? I'd like to give you a round of applause. Good bonuses, keep standing. If you've earned at least 2 good bonuses, awesome. Okay, for those of you that have earned at least 2 good bonuses, could you head on up here for me? I'd like to ask you a few questions. And I'd also like our presidentials in the house and ambassadors in the house to walk on up too. Now, I just want you to know this is a challenging microphone, okay? So you kind of got to come close to me because I think I found a hidden pocket of peace. So we're going to whip right through this, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions, and you'll kind of get to know the questions I'm going to ask by the time we get down here. But first of all, come on over here. Have you earned any good bonuses?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Farrah from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Just over 2 years. I earned diamond in August, and 8 days after coming home from conference this year, I got double.
$1,000 bonus is what she's saying. What have you done with that money?
Paid off all debt. We are debt.
One step to the people out there listening that are not, there are people in the room that are at Works Distributors or thinking about being at Works Distributor. What would you say to them tonight?
Do it. Do it. Do it. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Eat it, sleep it, breathe it, live it. Don't stop.
I'm going to get sandwiched here. I like it. Dennis and Andy Boyd and their presidentials. And so tell us, what bonuses did you guys get?
I got the presidential 50,000, and then
I got the triple 25,000.
So tell us what you
we have been in since August, so almost 3.5 years now.
Oh, what are we doing with bonuses?
Lots of different debt has been paid down. We paid our second, I think, of our mortgage. We had a 10% 80/20 loan, so that was such a huge relief to pay that other part of the loan. We both went to a private school, so we had almost $100,000 in student loan debt. We're still breaking that down, so these new bonuses coming up are going to pay the rest of that off.
I'd say there's no better time to get involved as of right now. You know, the health and wellness industry is booming. People want natural products that are good for you, and you know, like I said before, like there's no better time than right now because the company is just going through the roof. You know, why not jump on board if the company is going up?
I actually owned a child care for 8 years / preschool. My husband and I both went to college together for teaching. We had a really hard time finding Andy out of state or not 3 hour away teaching jobs, so that was really frustrating. I didn't want him commuting with 2 small children. I decided to open a child care out of my home to be a stay-at-home mom, and then gained 80 pounds twice with pregnancy, so of course I wanted to try the wrap, even though I was skeptical. I'm sure many people in here were at a time, but obviously it works, and so I just felt that it was very important to share that gift. Everyone deserves try it and live healthier. And who doesn't want to be paid to be healthier, right?
And if you guys didn't know, we got a big training going on over at Jackson on Sunday. About this business and getting training on how to build this business really big. There are still some tickets available. That's on my feed if you're wondering where that's at. But it's going to be impressive. And I know Genesis and Andy are going to be teaching that day too, so you can hear more from them. Okay, so who am I talking with and how long have you been in business?
My name is Cammy Meeting, and I've been in for 2 years. January 29th of 2020. I did the $10,000 bonus in 6 weeks after I signed up, and then last year we didn't have a double bonus, so I went and got the triple bonus last year. I got it. And I got a car that actually runs and doesn't break down all the time. And my kids. That was my main thing for my kids. So tell us what life is like for. Life is a little tough, other than always going to your parents for help and always counting on them to get your Christmas presents for your kids because you just can't make it work. Was a big challenge, and this year it was a lot easier. And being able to just help out with different things, like sporting events, and be there. That's the biggest part. I don't have to go to work, and I don't have much time talking anymore. I can be at my kids' sporting events.
So maybe I know you're potential. Tell us what you did before you found it works and what you do now.
Okay. Before it works, I was a grant writer, and now I obviously don't do that anymore. But yeah, so life is a lot different. I have a lot more time with my family this summer. My husband didn't work at all, and he just did this with me. And I was driving down our road today, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember when there wasn't this much snow. And we were walking in the neighborhood, and I was like, where is everyone? And he's like, yeah, people have jobs skating. And so, it really does change your mind. After a while, this becomes normal. So
cool. You're presidential. Did you earn any good bonuses?
I earned 2 good bonuses last year. I went from double to triple to presidential all in the spring of last year. So been in the business for 5 years. A lot of hard work pays off all at once sometimes, and that's what happened to me. One tip that I would have is don't neglect your God-given abilities. It's really easy in this business to look and wonder what somebody else is doing or what goals they have, but you cannot beat God-given talent. You cannot beat that. It's not a skill that you can learn. It's something that God gave you. So be sure to figure what that is and don't neglect it.
Oh, I'm getting sandwiched again. This is fun. You guys have never done this to me before. Okay, so tell me who you guys are and how long you've been in.
My name is Courtney Eckert. I've been in with the company for a little bit over a year now. So started November 2012.
And my name's Chaz King, and I've also been in a little over a year.
And just so you guys know, I'm not allowed to let them hold the microphone. I've not got this weird obsession with letting people touch the microphone. It's the thing you're not allowed to let them do until they're ambassadors. So you're getting there. So tell us, okay, what level are you at? How many bonuses have you earned? Do you have any kids? What's your background in?
Okay, we actually are diamond and double diamond. In the first 5 months of starting the company, we reached double. And last year, along with the good bonuses, they also offered a good bonus called a high 5. So anyone that you helped reach the $10,000 bonus, you received $5,000. So we actually, in that first 5 months, received $40,000.
Well, prior to It Works, Courtney was working in a nursing home as an activities coordinator. I worked in the entertainment business my whole life. I still do that. There was a big difference I noticed when I would get out of the shower, as opposed to seeing a cat staring at me. There was 15 girls in the living room trying on wraps and hooting and hollering. That was a little hectic at the beginning, but I got used to it when I saw those paychecks coming in. It's been awesome. It's truly been a blessing to be able to be a part of this company and be amongst such great people. It's awesome.
All right, so, and what I love about that is everybody gets in, it works, it's totally like rewire or retire or resign, but it does give you the choice, and if you love what you do, then there's not that coming in over your head of worrying about bringing in an income. And so not everybody in this room here is trying to retire or resign from their job, but some of you are. So everybody's a little different. Any last minute things you want to share with the crowd?
If you are a guest tonight, don't wait. This really gets bigger and bigger every time we have this event, and I promise you it'll change your life.
You didn't hear that? She said it will change your life if you let it. Okay. Hi, Mini Mama. That's my new way to call pregnant women. All right, so tell us a little bit how long you've been in Kendra and just share a little bit of your story.
Okay, I joined about 3 years ago, and I was a full-time insurance agent at the time. Genesis Boyd introduced me to this. I was like, oh, cool, rap. I wanted the greens. The greens are what changed everything for me. For my son, I was able to get him off all of his prescriptions within 2 weeks with the greens, and so I'm really thanks to Dr. Don for all of his information at the beginning too. But I knew I was onto something good, and if I could help people get healthy naturally versus with prescription licenses like that, I knew I was at the right place at the right time. So I jumped in with 2 feet about 6 months in, lost my job, and said, okay, either I can pay someone to be his mom, or I can stay at home and raise him myself and make a full-time paycheck to the same thing. And so about a year into it, I got my first Diamond Bid bonus, the $10,000. So that was pretty cool. That solidified me staying at home. Things weren't still 100% comfortable, but they were okay. And then about a year later, they announced the other bid bonuses last year, the triple, and I was able to get the triple. So I went from Diamond to triple and got the $25,000 bid bonus, and my husband was able to get the 10. So that has changed everything. My husband loves his job. He's not planning on retiring for a couple of years, but it's nice to know that if he wants to take a day off, how old are you guys? I'm here. Oh, he doesn't think he's going to retire for a couple of years. How old are you guys? I'm 33, and he's 34.
Yeah, that's a rough life to have to make a choice to retire at 36, right? All right, anything you want to say to guests in the room?
Absolutely. This has been absolutely life-changing, and if you know, like Brittany just says, if you let this happen, it will. All you got to do is open your mouth, get wraps on tummies, and just talk about this and share your passion. Find a product that you love. It doesn't have to be the wraps. It doesn't have to be the greens. But when people see your passion in something that you love and that you've tried that works for you, that's changed the way that you feel, people are going to want to know what you're doing.
This is my very first distributor ever. I get to tell it because I know all her details. She's been in for about 7 years, was a real estate agent prior to It Works Global. And the economy changed, Debbie. Because when you first signed up, you didn't sign up because you actually thought I might be onto something. You signed up because we were having so much fun together. We weren't really making any money, but we were having a lot of fun. So now we're making money. So what do you think about this crazy wrap thing? And what bonuses have you earned, or just tell us a little bit?
My bonus has been along this journey with all these great and unbelievable people. But, you know, back in my background, I was chasing the money. I was waking up every day, having to, sold a house, you had to go out and sell another one. I don't miss open houses every Sunday. And, learning how residual income works. I didn't know that business model. So my husband and I were, hard workers. We worked hard for our money, but we were on commission sales, both of us. So our big aha was when we went to the Bahamas one year for the first time. We went on vacation, and our check went up instead of no check, and it was amazing.
It was so cool. Okay, so you have kids, what are their ages?
We have 3 kids, and they're in their 20s. I've got older kids now. It's hard to believe. They were just babies just yesterday, but we've been very blessed with all this.
So what is one thing you want to share with people in the room today that have really become distributors, but they haven't gotten out of the gate? You know what I mean? Like they're still sitting on this thing. They're like, they know it's a good thing, but they haven't even doing it.
Well, it's hard to do one. I would say one of the big things is your journey with it works could, it's different for everybody. You don't know how long it will take. Just don't give up. And my second one is really, I looked at real estate, our big thing is real estate, location, and it did work all about timing. Timing is now. Jump on this. We're just starting. When I started with It Works, I used to drive down to 44th Street, right here in Grand Rapids. There was a 3-drawer filing cabinet where I used to check out my product on honors. And look at us now. So timing is not.
You might not recognize some of her other half data. That's what I'm leaving it. All right, come on over. All right, talking business. What position are you in?
Swaddling, and I'm presidential one. We earned a few. We're blessed to earn. Myself and my husband both earned a $10,000 bonus, which is awesome. Just there, that's enough, is right there. But we've also got the triple bonus, which was $25,000, and then the presidential bonus, which was $50,000.
You all have not cried. Got to cry.
Oh, if you see me anywhere, yeah, I'll be crying everywhere. Yeah. Sorry, no. What am I doing with that voter? Well, first off, I've got a boatload of kids. I've got 10 kiddos. 10 kiddos. Yeah, 10 kiddos. So to be able to just breathe a little and do things with them, if you have 10 kiddos, you're strapped. No matter what your income is, you're always going to feel a little strapped. So to be able to just have a little bit of freedom there with that, it just takes some stress off. You know how that is, just to be able to breathe a little bit. And we are hugely passionate about work in ministries. And I have just, before It Works, just been praying for God to just find a way for us to be able to bless abundantly. Because, with 10 kiddos, like I said, there are lots of bills. And so to be able to bless forward into orphan ministries has always been my heart, and just any ministries, just to love on other people. And here it comes. God just brings this to us. And now more orphans are getting sponsored. We're going to be able to bring more home. We're going to be able to sponsor other people and bring and because it works, I've always been a big dreamer. I am. I'm one of those people that I'll jump in no matter what and go for it. But I'm just, to be surrounded by other big dreamers is huge. It changes your mindset. It's just amazing. It's inspiring. And it's always been a dream of mine to start a 501c3 to help kind of love on orphans and love people, and to have it be something that my kids run. And we're doing that with It Works. We started
All right, one last thing before we close. What would you say? Well, first of all, how long have you been in?
It'll be 2 years at the end of May here.
Where are you from?
Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, anything you want to do?
Oh my goodness.
You've already left a lot to do.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. Oh my word. I love whoever said, grab onto your God-given talents, because you're here for a reason. And not only will this bless you abundantly beyond anything you think you could dream, it's just beyond it. But if you sit and think about, just turn on and look at all these lives who are going to have stories of their lives changed, and the people whose lives are changed through them, it's inspiring and it's huge. So God is using you to bless other people beyond yourself. And so you think you know what you're getting yourself into. Those of you who are just here for a meeting, I think if you turn to everybody here who's joined and been in for a while, they'll tell you you don't even know that you have your hands on. And God is going to use you in a big way. And I'm just blessed to be a part of this and to watch you go through your journey.
Hey everyone, I'm the presidential executive here
I have been in for just over 3 years. Time flies, it doesn't even seem that long. And I love hearing everybody else talk because this means something different for everybody. You know, for me, I wasn't looking for anything, and then I met Denise, and, you know, I needed something better than where I was, and this has been it. My life's completely different. You know, some things that happened, you know, we were able to pull ourselves out of foreclosure. You know, my husband was sick when I started the business, so he wasn't able to work, so he didn't have to go back to work, so that was kind of nice. He was able to stay home and get ready. I guess my biggest thing that I love about my business is the freedom. Last year, well, actually for just over a year, I've been paying my mom's mortgage now too, so I can pay mine and my mom's. Last year, my mom had cancer for the second time, so I was able to have her live with me for like the summer, and I could take her to radiation. So I mean, that's just one big thing about the freedom your business will give you. You know, you may be looking to retire, you may not be, but you know, even if you're not retiring, you have this, and if you have to take time off for something like that, you can, because you have more options in this business. So, you know, for me, it's about the options, and I get to hang out with these cool people up here.
This is Tiffany Pasek, and she's from Stevensville. That's technically the name of that town. If you don't know what that is, it's next St. Joe, down by the water. She texted me earlier and said, "Is there snowing there?" And I said, "If it's not snowing where you are, then we're probably clear." But tell us a little bit about yourself, TT.
I started this crazy rabbit, thank God. I became a Dempsey 3.5 years ago. My life today is not the same. I'll start with saying my son will be 5 years old in a couple weeks, and all I ever wanted to do was be a stay-at-home mom. And so when I got pregnant, I figured I've had a job since I've been 16 years old. I told my husband, "You can take over and run the show." And God had a different plan because the economy took a huge turn for the worse. My husband's a traditional business owner and owned a furniture store. So of course, if nobody's buying and building homes, nobody's buying furniture. So our income literally went to a screeching halt. And we kept thinking it'll get better, it'll get better, get better. And it wasn't getting better. And I had to kind of go, I guess I need to go back and do something. And I didn't want to, but I wanted to be home. And so I, crazily enough, was shoving women into shapewear right before I met Cammie. So when I see the whole shapewear thing, I'm like, oh, yeah, I did that. And this seemed a whole lot easier. And got started. I really just wanted to just do this a little bit, and I still kind of probably at a pace that a lot of these guys rock and roll 24/7. I work my business probably 25 hours a week, solid crazy, and the rest I'm a mom and a wife. I've been married for 20 years. And so I just have to say this has been an amazing blessing because we travel. We're almost debt-free completely. We have stuff, but it's been life-changing, and you can do what you want, when you want, who you want, where you want, and it includes a lot of these people now, which is pretty awesome. So that changed.
These guys are ambassadors, so they can hold them like if you want to. So share with us a little bit about what you think they need to hear. Is Shelly Ambassador Diamond or a tip or anything like that you want to share with us?
Okay. Well, first of all, I got started about 4.5 years ago and met the Cammie Dempsey on Facebook, tried to solicit her into my business. That didn't quite work. She was better than I was. Thank God every day. And the other person I have to thank, she's in the room, is Miss Holly Hudson. Because she believed in me she's my very first distributor, and she said to me, "You're going to be a millionaire in this." And I never believed that, and sure enough, we became millionaires. It really takes believing in your people and letting your people believe in you before you go anywhere. And so it's just been amazing. We earned the $50,000 bonus. My husband did, and my husband's retired a 1.5 years ago, which has been amazing. So he's at home tonight doing taxes. I have to go. My team is there. So it's just really changed our lives a lot. We've been able to do a lake home that we never thought we could ever have, and so it's just been an amazing people coming into our lives, and so yeah, it's been amazing. So, oh, I do. Okay, real quick. So if you don't know about blitzing, this is what you call blitzing. You have your blitz card. Get a lanyard with my extents. Woo! Basically, it is the coolest thing ever. So I basically go like this. Say, would it be okay if I showed you my coupon?
Sure.
This is what it is.
Oh.
It's an herbal body wrap, and that's what it does. They can't get away from you. So if I could get you to go ahead and put your name and number in here, and I'll text you. It is brilliant, you guys. Like, that way you have all their contact information. You don't have to take the time to have a pull-out slip. And then in my leads here, I just put 2014, and then in the notes I put where I met them. So utilize this. It is awesome. It has gotten me more leads, and then every Wednesday or every Tuesday, I text every one of those leads and get them on the call. And I've gotten more distributors by doing this than I have just outlets. So.
A lot of these guys will be at the training on Sunday, so you're going to learn from a lot of them. All right, Joel, come on over here. Joel also was inducted to the Millionaires Club this last year. She's recovering from a bunch of traveling, so.
Hi, I'm Joel and Stephanie Dunn. Do I need this, or can you guys all hear me? Okay, awesome. All right, quick little exercise. How many people have been in here less than 90 days? Raise your hand. Okay, take a look around the room. Okay, how about less than 60 days? Can I get another one? About less than 30 days. Amazing. Yeah. Now, why do I say that? Because last month we had this meeting, and there was half of you here. What's going to happen next month when all of you sign somebody up and bring them back? We didn't need to get a room. That's her problem. Let's do that. We've been in the business for a little over 4.5 years, and when we got started, we were in the pits of hell. We were told to do everything right, you know, go to school, get a job, work that job forever, and retire. We didn't like that option, so we took that away, and then we started looking at things like real estate, because that's what all the smart people told you to do. They're all stupid. Then there was other cool people that said, hey, get into franchises. And guess what? Franchises are actually horrible too, because they've got $30,000 and $40,000 in overhead, like you were here saying. And then all of a sudden, economy crashes. And next thing we know, we find ourselves standing in lines for food so that we can feed our family. And when this business comes along, you don't find this business finds you. You were introduced to it, and you know anything about this industry, it's always been about a premium product at a premium price that nobody other than the distributor trying to sign you up wants to buy. I heard, this makes fat cells go away. I'm like, that's scientifically impossible. Oh yeah, and it's a pyramid scheme. I'm like, sweet, I'm going to be a millionaire. So if you are completely broke right now, you can go from bankruptcy and bouncing a check to get in, because we had to bounce a check from her account to my account to pay to get in. Yes, I did that. Yes, I did that. To Millionaires Club in 4.5 years. And the thing is, they make it so much easier, because we get to stand up here as the old people and say, oh, back in my day, we didn't have Blitz card. We actually had to talk to people about what this crazy thing was. Now you can just show them a picture, like, oh, that was a Gene show. It was amazing. I'm gonna go get a lanyard down the street. But you guys are in the right place at the right time with the right tools to get to the $1 million mark faster. If you know anything about this company, we keep going more and more and more. We're gonna hit $1 billion this year. As much as we did last year. So whatever you made last year, instantly double that. If you made 0, guess what? You get to write yourself your own check. Who wants to do that?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's basically my tip, is get out there and share this. Your business is only open if your mouth is. So you can either be open for business once a week, once a day, or 24/7, and everybody that's around you that will listen. Because really, if you look at the group that was up here, starting at about that triple diamond income, you become a 1% income earner for the United States. Whenever I went to any other meetings that were this big with other companies, there was one person that was the magical unicorn of the industry that he flew in to talk to you all because he made 10,000. Yes, he was a unicorn. He disappeared like magic. But what you have here, in this room right now, is you have 3 of the top 5 money earners in Grand Rapids. This is less than 1% market cap for the United States. That means not only are we less than 1% sales, but less than 1% of the people in this nation know about this product. So get out and tell people. That's all I got.
Like that. Miss Denise, what else do you want this group to know?
I'm ready to get to work now. Anybody else? Well, like I said earlier, I got into all you need to do is duplicate your leadership. So I'm going to duplicate Joel and not use the microphone. That's so easy to do. So I got into this. What I was saying earlier is I got into the field of psychology because I wanted to work with and help people, and it really didn't take long to realize that wasn't the place where I actually got to do where my heart, what I was created to do. Anybody feel like that? You know, you got into your job, you're excited, and it really doesn't take long to realize. Well, what I've learned over the past few years with this business is that no matter what your skill set is, whether you love health and wellness and prevention, whether you're a math numbers person and you love, you love the comp plan, whether you are a teacher at heart, or you really love to just help people become the best version of themselves that they can be, you can do that in this company. And I find that I help more people now than I ever did in my other job and that I ever really had the vehicle to do. So my tip, I guess, is that there's 2 D-days in this business. Number 1, the decision to actually join. And number 2, the decision to actually work. And I can tell you that if you try in this business, you don't even have to be good at first. You know, you just kind of throw the card at people. and somebody will pick it up and go, I've been looking for this. I've been looking for this. Think about the person that brought you into this business. Are you grateful they told you about it?
Yes.
So when you're talking to somebody, remember, they're going to thank me. They're going to thank me someday for giving them this list card, for messaging them on Facebook, for stalking them into the business like she did, because eventually they're going to say, thank you, I was looking for you, and I might not have realized it. I believe that your team is already set out for you, and it's your job to go to everybody you see and say, are you supposed to be on my team? Are you supposed to be on my team? Because some people are going to look at you and go, what are you talking about? And some people are going to go, I've been waiting for this. And they're going to sign up on your team tonight, and it is absolutely going to change your life. Woo-hoo!
So I think we can move to the next one. I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Denise. By the way, I didn't stalk her. She had to stalk me. Will you please tell me what you're doing? That's true. See, you don't even have to be good at it. All right, so maybe you can just wear the T-shirt. They'll keep asking, right? Okay, so this is the end of the deal. If you're kind of sitting there and your butt's starting to fall asleep, don't worry, we're almost done. We are going to stick around and network afterwards. Most of us will mingle down to the bar and grab a bite to eat. And if you want something to drink, you can do that too. But, I always bring it back to this because this is where it was at for me. I always wanted to teach and coach. I never wanted to not work. I wanted to be home when my kids were little, that's for sure, and have some of those choices. And I thought I was going to be able to do that with a vehicle called teaching. And that was not reality after I got into teaching. It was funny because some of you probably in this room don't even know. The gal was up here today saying that she's just a big dreamer. Some of you don't even remember what that's like anymore because the world has knocked that out of you. You know, when I got that first job and I got that first paycheck, reality set in that I was not going to be able to go after all these dreams that I had. I thought I was going to be able to do all that on a teacher's salary. Dad always tried to tell me that I wasn't going to be able to do that, but for some reason I thought I could. But the cool thing is I've been able to put my gifts and talents and desires and what I wanted to do, and I never thought it was a crazy rap girl. But apparently that's what I was built to do. And so, you know, you have a choice tonight. You can choose to get started using some of the products as what we call a loyal customer. That's a 3-month minimum commitment. And if you want to waive that fee, to waive the $50 sign-up fee, then do that for 3 months. Dr. Don, I definitely told you about a lot of products tonight that I'm sure you're interested in trying. If you want to have a wrap party, whoever brought you here tonight would love to schedule a wrap party, come into your home, share more, get the wrap on you if you feel like you need to use it or try it and you didn't do that tonight. But gosh, Dr. Don sat up here and told you in 1 year, 98% of your body cells, everything would be new in 1 year. And I tell you this, if you give us 1 year, 1 year with this It Works business, $99 investment, $80 auto ship every month, and a $20 website fee, this business, the people in this company, the friendships that you're going to make, the freedom that you'll have, the fun, the lessons that you're going to learn, it's going to change your life. And you're going to make a lot more money too. And if you don't do anything different, nothing's going to change. That's the definition of insanity. So go ahead and keep doing what you're doing right now, but you're going to be in the exact same space next year, if not further behind. So, you know, I don't know what your choice is going to be. I know what my choice is. I know what a lot of people in this room's choice is. We're going to stick around, ask questions, take pictures. We'll be down at the bar. We're a pretty fun group, not just because of the bar. We like to hang out together. So I want to invite you to stick around and just get that paper signed out. Don't let fear hold you back from your destiny, right? All right, so we've got a few things we need to wrap off. Was there another announcement too? Okay, how many? We're giving away 9 winners. And how many do they each win? All right, so 9 winners. 7 of you are going to get 11, and something else. Okay. I used to be good at numbers, so I started counting all that cash. All right, Carlene Valentine. Come see her afterwards for your wrap. Tammy Whiting. I know she's here. I saw her. I hugged her. Pauline Bateman. I thought someone doing the hokey pokey. All right, Emily Curtis. Crystal Lowing. Lowing? Digging me. Linda Meyer. All right, Linda. Okay. Danielle Bennett. Two more. Say your name. Tanya Napier. And Diana Brush. Let's rap, repeat. That's what she's got to do with this. All right, cool. Oh, all right. You need to say something about the gives back? Yeah, okay. Come here, real quick. Something new our company is doing, so we want to make sure you're all aware of it.
We have a new program with It Works for the It Works Gives Back Foundation, and we want to be the first ones in the room to put 100 people at least, or 300 people in that system. All you have to do is go into your commissions and select $1, $2, or $5, and we would love to have everybody at least give $1. Look at what we're going to do to the It Works movement of giving back.
Help you. And then a couple other little things. There is a training on Sunday in Jackson if you're interested in that. Here can help you get registered for that. There's not many seats left. We are going to fill that thing out. And then number 2, we'll be back in this room on March, not necessarily this room, but March 25th. It's a Tuesday night. That link will go up probably the next week or so you want to make sure you grab a ticket. When it gets sold out, it'll be sold out. And then number 3, May 5th, the big wrap party bus will be here with Mike Patillo and Pam Souter. So that's Monday, May 5th, and it will be be at a different location, but that link will be coming up soon too. So, am I forgetting any other announcements that you guys can think of? All right, well, thank you for being here tonight. And